So I needed a way to ensure that I always have a backup source of power for my home, so here's what I did. Now this right here is my primary source of backup power, which is the Goal Zero Yeti 3000X. I also have this Honda generator that can either run off of gasoline or propane. And I use both the Goal Zero and the Honda to ensure that I always have a source of backup power. So let me show you how this setup works. Okay, so for the Goal Zero, I always have it plugged in to make sure that it stays charged. So you can see right now it's charged to 100%. So if the power were to go out, all I have to do is just turn on this outlet right here. And then all I have to do is plug this black plug into here, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the wall input because I'm gonna show you how to recharge it with solar here in a few minutes. And then just take this plug, and all I gotta do is just run it over these hooks over this door over here. So I got it on that hook and on this hook. So I just round the corner here, and then I can plug it right into this, what Goal Zero calls it is the home integration kit. It was just a transfer switch to switch from street power to generator power. So yeah, with this switch, you can see that these are all up, which means these circuits are on, but you can see that right now they're on line, which means they're running on street power. So what I'm going to do is switch all of these up to run on the generator. So I'll do that. And the middle position is off, and then if you put it up, that's on generator. So we'll do that. So right now, all 4 of these circuits are running on generator power. You can see we're running our refrigerator, the boys' room, our stand-up freezer, and our master bedroom. And we have the living room, which includes our Wi-Fi router, and we also have the girls' room. So now for these circuits, you know, during a power outage, we're not gonna be running anything crazy. So like for the bedroom circuits, all we're gonna be running is lights basically, which are LED lights, which don't take up much power at all to run. And we also need the ability to recharge our phone. So, you know, the few outlets that we'll be running. And also in the summertime, with the outlets, we'll have the ability to run fans to keep cool. And in the wintertime, we use portable propane heaters, so we don't need power for heat if the power goes out. So yeah, we're not running anything crazy. We're not going to be, you know, running the television, you know, running the microwave or anything like that, a coffee pot. No, just you want some outlets to have some lights, be able to charge your phones, ability to run fans. And the main thing for me is just to keep the refrigerator and the freezer running. So let's look at the Goal Zero and see what kind of wattage we're pulling. So right now, you can see we're pulling 355 watts. And that's a lot. I didn't unplug anything. That's our normal daily usage for those 4 circuits that's running right now. So it's a very, in a real power outage, this would probably be lower because I would unplug a lot of things. But that's what it is right now. But you notice that the input is 0 right now. So what I can do now is hook up solar panels. So let's do that. Now these solar panels are great, and they store nice and neat in these cases. You can easily store them out of the way and just pull them out when you need them. And they fold out, you hook them together, hook it right into the Goal Zero, and they work great. All right, so I got all 4 panels set up. Now I just got to hook them together. And to do that, you see on the back of each panel, you have these cords that are secured with Velcro. So we just take them off, each one. And they have these plugs like this on each panel. And I also have one of these cords, and what this is a long cord, and this end will plug into the Goal Zero to input the power, and these 4 is what I plug each solar panel into. And so this one is coming from the solar panel. This is the cable, and you just push it in until you hear it snap. It's just like this, and it's as easy as that. All right, so I got all 4 panels hooked up, so now I just need to plug it into the Goal Zero. And to hook it in to the Goal Zero, you just come all the way to this left side where it says input. All right, so we got it plugged in. The light starts blinking to show you that it's working. And you can see right now, we're pulling in about 70 watts. And the reason is that it is very, very cloudy outside right now. Which, if you think about it, this is a really common scenario for a power outage, because most likely, if you lose power, it's because of a storm or a natural disaster, in which case it's going to be overcast or probably raining outside. And if that's the case, you're not going to be able to use your solar panels. Now, if it was a fully sunny day today, you know, of course we'd be able to recharge our power station with no problem using the solar panels, but that's not the case. So we need another way to recharge our power station. And that's where having a generator like this Honda really comes in handy. So I can either run the Honda and plug this straight into the transfer panel and not use the Goal Zero at all, or I can use this to recharge the Goal Zero. And the way that works is I have this 600 watt power supply, and what I do is I can plug this into the Honda and turn this on, and this will supply almost 600 watts of power to the Goal Zero. And if the Goal Zero is completely dead, I mean 0% power, this should recharge it completely within 5 hours, which is awesome. So now I got the Honda generator running, and I hooked up the 600 watt supply here, and all you have to do is flip this switch to turn it on, and it's at 575. Which is a lot better than what we were getting with just the solar panels with all the clouds. So you can see hours to empty went up to 99.9. So this is a great way to keep your power station topped off if you don't have a lot of sun. Okay, so I switched the transfer panel. I put all these back on street power, and I'm just running the refrigerator circuit with the Goal Zero. And also now the solar panels are getting more sun. The sun's not directly overhead, but they are getting more sun now. So you can see that we're getting over 300 watts of solar, and our output's only pulling about 100 watts. So we're bringing in more than we're putting out. So it says hours to full, just over 2 hours. So that's pretty good. So I'll leave a link in the description of everything I used in this video, but you may be wondering, how long will a Goal Zero power a full-size refrigerator without any recharge? And to find that out, click on this next video, and I'll see you there.